Hey guys,
Welcome to Life Theory.
today we are going to talk about New Year's resolutions that actually work.
My New Year's resolution is to roll the intro. Hey guys, welcome to Life Theory. Like we said in the intro, we're talking about resolutions because, well, actually, this is coming out on New Year's Eve. Literally on the day. In fact, who knows? You might be watching it at your New Year's Eve watch night service. In which case, shut it off. Hang out with your friends. Watch us later. Unless your friends suck, then go ahead. Come on over. We're
I mean, honestly, this can wait till Friday.
It can. Well, though,
Anyway.
actually, people usually have off on Thursday.
Oh, true. Watch this Thursday.
Oh, speaking of which,
But let it play, like, as soon as it comes out.
Yep.
I'm assuming you're watching it right now. Just let it play all the way to the end. Don't watch it. It's better for the algorithm.
yes.
Then come back.
Just mute it. In fact, put it on loop.
There you go. More views.
7,000 views from 5 viewers. That's crazy. Oh, man.
Anyway.
Oh, speaking of which, New Year's Day, I have the day off, and I'm going to be watching 2 of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies with my sister. I'm going to go up north.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm watching with Becca. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
So, you got any plans?
Not currently.
Cool. Anyway, we're talking about resolutions.
Yeah.
And we have a very fitting drink. Well, if you will specify for the viewers at home so that they're not confused.
So, it's bubbly and it's yellowish.
Yeah. No, that's not helping. It's making it worse.
It's sparkling grape juice.
Yep.
It's
a tradition at my house. Is that at yours as well? You do that during New Year's Eve?
Not really, no.
Oh, okay. At our house, it's a tradition at New Year's Eve to drink sparkling grape juice and stay up till midnight. If there's not a watch night service at our church, because at the churches I've been at, it's kind of hit or miss, depending
on where New Year's Eve lands.
And how people feel on that day.
True,
Sometimes.
yeah, that affects
Sometimes people will just be like, I don't want to do one this year.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, this year we are having one. So, at not a church function.
Yeah,
it's a member of the church that's hosting us. So it's a pseudo church function. It's not a watch night service, but it's a New Year's Eve party that the entire church is invited to. But yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so sparkling grape juice. We don't drink alcohol.
Nope.
And so we don't drink champagne.
In the wonderful state of Wisconsin, we've seen we've seen how dumb alcohol makes you, and we decided we would like to be smart. But yeah, enough of that. In fact, who knows? Maybe someone watching us, their New Year's resolution is to drink less.
That'd be
and if
cool.
so, keep that one. In fact,
Yes.
drink 0 would be probably your best bet. But starting with less, sure.
Yeah.
We're talking about New Year's resolutions because the most consistent thing about New Year's resolutions is that nobody keeps them.
Yep. I like what you're talking about like the gym membership.
Yes.
Which one is it? Tell me about that.
Okay. I was watching YouTube, and of course I have ads because I'm poor. I was watching YouTube, and it gave an ad for Planet Fitness.
Oh, yes.
Planet Fitness says, they're huge discount. It's like, wow, crazy that this ad only came out in December. Like, giant discount, like 50% off. And you have a free, you can revoke your membership at 0 cost until January 17th.
Whoa.
Which is probably where they've statistically found out is just a little bit shorter than when everyone quits.
Yep.
So they're like, we'll hook you till January 17th, and if you make it to the end of the month, we get paid. If you don't, honestly, you might forget to cancel your membership, but we get paid anyway.
Yeah.
And so it's hilarious that there is actually marketing and advertisements that bet on the fact that you won't keep your resolutions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's insanely predictable that
Yes.
people will, for the first approximately 2 weeks of January, keep their resolution and then quit.
If they're very dedicated, they might even make it 2 months.
Yeah.
Like I've seen that. But for sure, by the end of summer, almost everyone has completely forgotten what they even decided they were gonna do.
Have you ever had have you ever made a New Year's resolution?
I have, and I made a New Year's resolution, and a couple of them, most of them I don't remember, and I never kept them.
Excuse me.
And I also and one of them was to read the Bible through in a year. I did not make it, and that's actually from a couple of my New Year's resolutions comes some ideas for why they don't work and how to do them better. Have you?
I don't think I have, mostly because, we kind of, it was a general amusement at home of the fact that, New Year's resolutions don't work.
Yeah.
So we never bothered.
Yeah.
It was, if you're going to do something, just do it. You don't have to wait till the New Year.
Agreed. That's actually, it's very interesting. I'll bring it up later. I don't want to spoil myself. People are gonna click off the video because we're gonna give them too much information right away. So let's just get right into it. We got our notes right there. Let's try to follow them if we can.
I forgot to get the definition of resolution.
We have
Just
to
a
do
sec,
that.
guys.
Sorry, guys. We've been trying to be more professional and not use our phones, but we need the definition of resolution. Devolution. Whoa.
Let's see. Resolution. Back one, please. Thank you. Resolution. The act, operation, or process of separating the parts which compose a complex idea or mixed body.
What?
Yeah.
I don't think that's the one we're looking for.
No? What about the act or process of unraveling or disentangling perplexities? Okay.
In music? Oh, wait. In music, yep. The resolution of a dissonance carrying, so going from a to la.
Yeah. But I think the one we want here is one of these two.
I think that would be it.
So the 10th definition.
The 10th. There's many definitions of resolution.
According to Webster's 1828 dictionary.
Noah Webster's 1828.
Noah, yes. I don't know if you guys remember.
Who was that?
Sarah.
Sarah Duracek.
Yeah. And as soon as I read the comment, I'm like, why did I not remember that?
Yeah.
So obvious. But anyway, the formal determination of any corporate body or of any association of individuals as the resolutions of a town or a meeting.
Close enough.
Yeah, there is not...
It's more just deciding to do something.
Determination of a cause in a court of justice.
Is it...
The effect of fixed purpose.
Did it only arrive to its normal meaning recently?
To its modern meaning?
Yes.
Most likely. Well, it's probably, here, let's look at the definition for resolve. The definitions, many definitions, again.
I mean...
to settle in an opinion, to make certain.
So according to the American... Okay, yeah. According to the American Heritage Dictionary, which is updated, it's 5th edition, it's, a new one. It's... Oh, wait, no. Let's go Merriam-Webster. So it's Webster, just new. The act or process of resolving, such as the act of analyzing complex notion into simpler ones, The act of finding an answer. Oh, wow. No, you're right. This is...
So, in other words,
Wow.
we
Okay.
as...
So American heritage
Okay,
is what
yes.
we're looking for. The state of quality of being resolute. Firm determination. A firm decision to do something. A course of action determined or decided on.
So, we Americans are lazy and have taken resolve and resolution and mashed them into one and call it resolution.
Yes. When resolution is usually to resolve an issue. So take tension and make it loose. But it determination. Determination of a decision. It means I will do this. Like, like I resolve that I will, go to bed earlier. I will eat less candy. I will exercise every single
Probably.
day. Oh. I will exercise every single day. I will, all these things. It's a strong, resolute determination.
So that's what we're talking about when we say resolution.
Yeah.
Which, who had a doubt anyway, but I had to get the definition.
Now you get a little behind the scenes. That's usually what we're doing beforehand. Like, no, that doesn't make any sense. What is that even saying?
Yeah.
Wow, we use English weirdly.
Yeah, we do. Or wrongly.
So, let me ask you, why doesn't it work?
Because it doesn't.
Well,
I'm kidding.
because
Well,
I can think of a couple of things.
yeah. Sorry.
So, the first thing...
They don't work because we get it's uncomfortable. That I think is probably one of the biggest things. When trying to make a change, and usually a New Year's resolution is a big change. When trying to make that big change in our life, that's uncomfortable. It's different. That's hard to do, and it's usually takes effort, and it's hard to keep putting effort into one thing consistently, and so that's one of, I think, the biggest reasons why New Year's resolutions usually don't work.
Yeah. I see that. I think there's I've seen a couple other things as well. Is the other thing is it's also, like you're saying, it's a change, which absolutely is true, because habit. Like if you're in the habit of doing da 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 da, all right, day's over. Time for the next day. Da 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 da. Okay, that day's over. Time for the next day. And then you have to add something or subtract something or change something. Then your brain's like, oh snap. What?
Yeah, and you get out of rhythm.
Get out of rhythm. So having a non-rhythmic life is difficult. The other thing I see is also if you're resolute and you're super like rigid with how you do something and you allow no room for flexibility, then when you fail, you just fail. That's it. You're done. End of story.
Yeah.
When your only motivation is to not fail, you're gonna fail.
Yeah.
So try not to make promises that are impossible to keep long term is a really good idea.
So, like, there's a really good phrase that it's better to not make a promise than to make a promise and not keep it. It's just so much better for everything. Like, obviously, you can be like, yes, I want to do that. I cannot promise that it will. I'll for sure do it. For example, my boss came up to me this morning, said, "Hey, we're gonna get that that item finished and done, either today or tomorrow." Or he said either today or tomorrow morning. And I said, yes. Now, if he would have said, are we going to get that done and out today? I would have said, maybe.
Yep.
But I said yes because I knew for sure we could either get it done by the end of the day or tomorrow morning. Now I got
Yeah.
it done by the end of the day, so that was good. But
Nice.
that's an example of like that's the promise I knew I could make and keep. Yes, we will get it done either today or tomorrow morning. But if he would have said, "Will you get that out today?" I would have said, maybe. I will try, but I cannot make any promises.
Yep. Yeah, that's I use it as a joke, but it's a really good. I will try, but I can't make any promises for certain things. There are certain things you should commit to, and being held and being responsible is a good thing. And like knowing what is realistic, I think is a really good thing in life, in general,
Our notes just.
and especially in like work, you know.
Yeah.
Because you want to be someone who can be trusted. This is actually something I've been working on in my own life, is being someone who is trustworthy. And it's weird because one of the biggest things that I've had to change to become more trustworthy is saying no.
Yeah.
Because I had an issue of being like, yeah, I can do that. And then not being able to do it, or doing it terribly, or not doing it on time, or, you know, because it just wasn't feasible.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I just need to say no more often. Because sometimes, you know, you're like, I want to do this. And it's like, yeah, but it doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense to do it. And sometimes the answer is no. And so understanding your limits helps. The other thing is, so understanding your limits and not allowing it to be finite.
Yes.
That's the thing. We were talking about this before the podcast started, of like having a goal. If your goal is like, I won't eat any sugar all year, right? The second you eat sugar, you have failed and lost all motivation. If you say, I want to eat more vegetables and meat and eat less sugars and breads, well, then every day is an opportunity to continue to hold to that promise of eating more healthy foods and less unhealthy foods. I want to eat it, you know, will never eat at fast food for the entire year. Well, the second you eat at fast food, boom, motivation is gone. You have failed, sir. But if you say, I want to eat at fast food less, well, then every day is an opportunity to eat at fast food less. That's why, like, the Lord doesn't require us to love him perfectly, because then we would fail. We already did. He wants us to love him more and more every day. And every day is an opportunity to love the Lord more. And so that's how we should be with our goals. It should be about growth and direction, not goals and position.
Yeah. It's kind of like that verse that we have on there.
Yeah.
1 Corinthians 10:31. Whether therefore you eat or drink or whatsoever you do, do all to the glory of God.
Yeah.
No matter what goals you have, whatever how well you're keeping that goal, as long as what you're doing is to God's glory. Maybe you don't quite keep a goal up to the standard that you're hoping. Well, in order to continue to keep that goal to the glory of God is, and you get back up and you keep trying.
Yeah. Yeah, that's something that we have to do, is that our motivation has to come from God. That's the other big thing. I've been thinking a lot about motivation because I have ADHD or ADHD-like symptoms. There's a whole debate on that, which we haven't done a topic on ADHD, have we?
No, I don't think so.
We should do that.
Yeah.
Probably will. I have a lot of interesting opinions from both sides. But I have issues with motivation. it's hard to care about things, even if I care about them. But it's hard to find the energy to do things.
Mm-hmm.
And I found out, because anything I'm motivated by always fails me. Other than Christ. Because he's the only motivation that doesn't give out, that doesn't disappoint, that doesn't break, that doesn't make me fat, that doesn't, like, you know, he's the only perfect motivation. And so we want our motivation, like, I'm motivated by people, but only people that want to follow Christ. So I'm motivated through Christ by people. Or I'm motivated by stuff, but by stuff that I can use to glorify God. And so it has to be, our motivation, similar to many other things in our life, has to be a pyramid. Kind of like the, what is it? What's that scam called? A something pyramid?
The pyramid scheme? Pyramid scheme?
Yeah, pyramid scheme. I think that's what it's called.
It's just...
It's like a pyramid scheme, except with motivation instead of people. And at the top is God, and everything flows from below that.
You should, I don't know if you've heard of it, but Maslow's triangle, Maslow's pyramid. Maslow's pyramid. You should look into it. He is...
Oh, hierarchy of, like, importance?
No, or well, kind of. It's like the bottom of it is just survival.
Yes,
then,
I have seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, but so he finishes with like
self-actualization.
But like something like that, except with God
with God.
Yeah, or
at the top.
And the top.
Well, yeah, and I was thinking like God's here at the top, and below him, because love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, all thy soul, all thy might. And then right below that is love your neighbor as thyself. And below that is I love people, so I don't want to disappoint them.
Mm-hmm.
Or I love people, so I want to take care of them or protect them. And so like your motivation always comes from God, even if it's not directly.
Yeah.
Even if it's taking care of your dog, because God says we need to be good stewards of what he's given us.
Mm-hmm.
And so it all goes back to God. So remember that when you're being motivated by something, it should tie back to God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so kind of back to remembering you're human.
Yep.
So absolute goals can be harmful.
Yes, unless there's a select few people,
mm-hmm.
and you know who you are, and you know if you're not this person, that can make extreme, rigid goals
mm-hmm.
that sound insane and keep them.
Yeah.
There are some people like that, and if that's you, great, more power to you. For the rest of the 90% of the people watching, specific goals can be harmful.
Mm-hmm. It can be, because like Silas was saying, it can...
Or rigid goals. Or absolutes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That, not hitting that absolute, that specific goal can, like, just one break in it can be very disheartening, can be
very discouraging.
Depressing.
Mm-hmm.
But there is, but we do need to still have, you still want to have specific goals.
Yes.
Because without any specificity, then things are too vague. And it's like...
You can justify your way out of anything.
Yeah. Well, instead of eating only junk food all week, I ate only junk food all week except for one meal. It's like, well, okay.
That's not going to help you much, bro.
Yeah, no.
So, yeah. Still be specific.
Yeah. And another interesting thing you were talking about that you heard from a YouTuber is having, like, life themes
Yes.
rather than
Yeah,
New Year's resolutions.
I think having both, they each have their own thing.
Mm-hmm.
So like having specific goals, like you were just saying, just to elaborate on that a little bit, is like being like, I will only eat junk food. I'm gonna eat, junk food is gonna be like 10% of my diet, or I will only eat junk food. I'm just gonna eat junk food one day a week, and every week, if you ate junk food and you forgot, whatever, every week's a new week.
Mm-hmm.
And so still having that forgiveness for yourself, but that specificity of actually think about tangible things you want to improve and think about actual ways you could improve it.
Mm-hmm.
But to yours, because this one, I almost spoiled it at the beginning of the episode. I'm very excited about this, because it was a very interesting thing for myself, because again, specific goals are annoying to me, and they certain specific goals help a lot. Certain specific goals don't help at all.
Mm-hmm.
And so this one YouTuber, CPG Gray, I don't know if anyone's heard of him. He's fairly popular. Like if you're on education YouTube, you might have heard of him. And he did a video about, instead of New Year's resolutions, have themes in your year. So like a year of reading, or a year of knowledge, or a year of, fitness. And the beauty of that, I think, having, like, if you pair that with specific goals throughout the year that kind of like can change throughout the year, then the beauty of that is, depending on how your life is or what season you're in, literally, figuratively, you can modify your specific goals while still sticking with the theme.
With like a example being the idea of a year of reading.
Yeah.
Well, you start out the year with, I'd like to read books more this year.
Yep.
I want to read this book. You read that book. Well, now it's like, now if that was your New Year's resolution to, I want to read this book. Well, now that you hit it, now what?
Yep.
But that idea of a yearly theme.
Yep.
I want to read more books this year. I want to read this book. You read it. Well, now I want to read this book. And then you can read it.
Or even you think about like, you start by like, I want to read a book every month. Well, and then maybe your life gets busy, or you find out like it's very hard to read, or I don't know, anything could happen, and you're like, okay, well, maybe I'll try audiobooks. It's like, oh,
For
I
those
love
of you
this.
that are busy, audiobooks are amazing.
Yes. Audiobooks, I haven't gotten into. I listened to one audiobook, The Art of War. It was a great book. Mostly, it's actually about psychology, mostly, not war. But it's the psychology that wins or loses war.
Oh, yeah.
Of like being ready and being strategic and all that. And yeah, but then you could switch to audiobooks, and you could switch to regular, chapter books, or you could switch to comic books, and maybe you become part of a book club, and that's part of your year of reading. And so you can switch the contexts while sticking with the same goal of improvement, right? Or a year of fitness. Maybe you start with working out at the gym, 3 times a week, and maybe you find out that's not realistic. And you drop down to like 2 times a week. But then you do a lot of research on diets, and you improve your diet to help your fitness, and you improve your sleep to help your fitness. And like, you're doing all this stuff because you have this theme, this through line in your life and in your head that no matter what the specific goal is, it's all basically, it just reminds you of your intention, your intentionality. And so, yeah, that one was a really cool thing. And I made a commitment. So I do this weird thing. I don't make New Year's resolutions at New Year's. Because, I just forgot about one because it wasn't a New Year's resolution. I make resolutions at camp. So we go to a Bible camp for 2 weeks, and it just puts me in a really good headspace. You know, mentally, spiritually, I'm around a lot of good friends. I'm an extrovert, so that makes me in the best headspace I could ever be in. And I'm around a lot of good preaching, and I have a very clear head because it's up in the middle of nowhere. It's a good time. Y'all should go. We already did an advertisement for it, though, so we'll skip it for now.
Go back.
Go
check
back
out our
to
video.
episode 3, 4, or 5, something like that.
Mhm.
One of those. But I made a commitment to do as many creative things as I could and to go to as many preachers' conferences as I could. So I went to like 3 or 4 preachers' conference. I didn't make all of them, but I went to a preachers' conference and a men's conference and a revival meeting and one more thing. I don't remember what else it was. It was a great time. And then I also started my podcast. Not this one, but the last one.
Mm-hmm.
And I directed a movie. And so it was a theme in that year rather than a rigid goal.
Yeah.
And it did a lot more benefit. So my thing is experiment with non-traditional goals. Or even non-traditional times to start them.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, New Year's just seems like the worst time to do it. Yeah. I do not feel like improving my life right now. I just got done with a 4-day weekend of absolute chaos.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have a New Year's Eve party that we're going to, and it's gonna be a great time. But I'm just gonna be so exhausted.
Yeah.
I am not prepared to set goals. So think about possibly doing it at a different time. Maybe your birthday. Maybe that would be a great time to do it. Maybe some other event. Maybe 4th of July. Seems like a good time. Or if you have some sort of camp or revival meeting, set goals then. It's a more spiritual state of mind. Less stressed, possibly. And so, yeah, experiment with non-traditional goals. Whether it's, I want to do this general thing more, or having a theme for your life, or just getting really interested in one hobby. Be like, I want to dedicate myself to learning about this. And what that means can change.
Yeah. So overall, Ecclesiastes 9:10. No,
yes.
Yes. Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, do it with thy might. For there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave whither thou goest. You're going to die eventually, and you can't bring it with you, so do it as much as you can now.
Exactly. And don't wait until New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
Everything you find to do it well. Make it your goal to, not even need goals, right?
Yeah.
I love what your dad would say. Anytime, a lot of people would come, he's a pastor, for context. A lot of people would come up to him, oh, this needs to be done. This needs to be done. This needs to be done. And he would say, if you noticed it, maybe the Lord wants you to do it. Maybe the Lord was pointing it out so that you could serve.
Mm-hmm.
So anything your hand finds to do. Are you working a job at a grocery store, stocking shelves? Do it with all your might. Make it your goal to be the best employee. Are you just at home doing school and helping with your siblings? Be the best sibling. Not the best in position, but the best as in do a very good job. And do your work very well. Not for the praise of men, and not because you feel like you fail if you don't get an A, because that is dangerous to be in that state of mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Don't do it with fear of failure. Do it with love of doing a good job. Mm-hmm. Not for the result, but for the result of giving glory to God.
Yes.
So yeah, do it all. Do everything. Be specific. Don't be harsh on yourself. And be weird.
Yeah. Experiment.
Yeah.
New Year's resolutions done right.
Done right. Because
Yeah.
I think we came to this conclusion. A New Year's resolution done right is actually not a New Year's resolution at all.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're just about done. Might as well finish it off.
True.
Andrew, cheers to a new year.
Happy New... Oh, that sounded good. Happy New Year.